DZOFilm Arles Prime on a red Komodo-X on a DJI RS4 Pro gimbal. No affiliate links below. Learn how to use your search engine. Let's go.
Reason I ain't futzing around with affiliate links is I ain't trying to make money on Amazon, nor am I getting paid by anybody from these companies. This stuff works for me, not the other way around. Bright Tangerine RS4 QR plate, essential. Contrast adjust so y'all can see details. Maximizing the rear clearance is going to be your key to success. As you can see, the SDI sticks out quite a bit. Mid-49 side plate with breakout boxes. Ultra low profile and lightest weight in its class. Wooden camera accessory cube and left side plate on. Look at Mid-49's perfectly routed low profile right angle LEMO cables. Mid-49 15mm rod clamp managed your cables with these sprigs. Gimbal Revolver PL to RF, best in its class. Got the EF1 as well. DZOFilm Arles 25mm on. Condor Blue 15mm bolt on. CSM1 shotgun from Sanken, truly a short king. Mid-49 shotgun mount, random German dead cat, low profile XLR cable. Mount it with a cable running towards the body. XLR breakout box is flipped 90 degrees for rear clearance. Rode Wireless Pro, which has completely replaced my RF packs. Let's make a little bit of space here. Cold shoe onto the accessory cube, get yourself a soldering iron and cut your cables down to the length you need. Again, be mindful of your rear clearance. The more space you can make in the back, the farther you can scoot the camera back on the gimbal to counterbalance the heavy-ass Arles Prime. A standard 90-degree SDI cable will stick out quite a bit. That's why these ultra-low profile ones from Freefly are invaluable. They don't lock, which is awesome, so you can just rip out the SDI before you boot down the camera. Look how much smaller the Freefly is. It's incredible. If you like camera control, get yourself a tiny Wi-Fi antenna. This is optional, but if you're an obsessed freak like me, pull off the lens supports to save weight. This is what I keep in the stock RS4 case. Tilt advanced rear handle. This will give you control over your gimbal, focus, and run and stop. On one side of the arm I got a 1/4-20 eye bolt, which I used to clip into a support system like an easy rig. And on the other side I got a tilted V-mount holder, which I use to power the camera, monitor, and gimbal. This is a NHTSA quick release Gefördert plate, which is essential in getting your camera from handheld to tripod really fast. Screwed into that is the stock collapsible tripod that's included with the gimbal. Replacing the gimbal's battery is a small rig power plate with a Manfrotto quick release dovetail on the bottom, and attached to that is a small rig gimbal NATO rail. Ditching the gimbal battery allows me to power everything off of one V-mount. V-mount snap plate from Mutiny.io with 3 60-gram counterweights from Tilta. Low profile, modular, and helps balance out the weight of the Arles. At the heart of the system is the DJI transmission with low profile right angle antennas from Ignite Digi. Condor Blue lightweight 15mm rod. I'm not a big fan of carbon fiber as it sticks. DJI focus motor on. This is the X block from Mutiny.io, great for adding more weight onto the back. Mount the tilted advanced rear handle, pop a V-mount on it. Let's talk monitors real quick. I got a Portkeys BM54WR with wireless camera control and a small HD Ultra 5 with camera control. And honestly, I like the Portkeys more. It's lighter, there's more screen real estate, and there's less wires. It's thinner than the Ultra 5 and it's like a third of the price. I keep a Condor Blue quick release plate on it. Keep the other side on a cold shoe mount, which goes on the rear handle. Time to cable up, D-bags. Ignite Digi run stop to a 3-pin Fisher. Tie up your slack and keep your cables clean. This is how I run the slack on my SDI cable. DJI transmission hub, essential. Mount it on the left side so you have enough slack. That's a perfect spot for a sprig. Another way I keep my cable routing tidy is using these disposable stick-on cable clips from 3M. I'm not using this non-removable LiDAR cable, so I'm just going to wrap it around the DJI transmitter and wedge it in just to keep it safe. Pin up the slack from the focus motor cable and patch it in. Wish you guys made a right angle, DJI. Patch in the transmitter's power and communication cables. Patch in your SDI in and out cables. Lastly, patch in the hub's master LEMO cable. The OCD in me loves these sprigs. Alright, let's run some distro. Condor Blue D-tap hub with a NATO clamp on. Don't be playing around, dog. Keep that cable routing clean. Monitor cable routing. Gotta get myself a shorter one. This will get patched into the 12-volt port since it doesn't draw so much juice. Next, to power the gimbal, we've got a right angle 2-pin LEMO cable. Using basic physics, I'm going to hold that cable in place. Besides SDI from transmission to monitor, the only cable I don't want to pin down is the camera power cable. This will allow the camera the max amount of swing. Look at them cables though, holy trinity. Got me plenty rear clearance. Alright, time to balance up. What works for me is if I tilt the camera a little bit up, a little bit down. If it stays in place, then it's alright. Roll axis, that's just always a breeze. Pan for me is never perfect, but I just try to get as close as possible. The goal of this rig is to waste no time going from interview to gimbal, and that's why I got me this V-mount with 100-watt power delivery in. That drastically reduces my battery drain while saving me weight by not having to carry around that big-ass power supply from Red. This rig is busy as hell, but it's clean though. It's got a full sound setup, wireless video, and it's got an RS4 Prime. The 25 is a little bit lighter, and I got so much rear clearance, I'm gonna pull off one of these counterweights. This video is brought to you by my channel sponsor, Wirtschaftsagentur Wien. In my next video, I'll show you how I clip this camera onto a vest with better results than an easy rig. Be there or be square, fool.